Hello everyone, my name is Sara Suominen and I am the scientific officer of the PacMAN project. I will give you a brief overview of the sampling design and protocols in the PacMAN monitoring plan. So monitoring in the PacMAN project is based on the analysis of environmental DNA. This is DNA collected from environmental samples like water, which is then extracted and sequenced and can give a broad overview of species presence at a location. This method can give us a very high amount of information that is hard to collect with traditional detection methods. The benefits of this method are rapid and cost-effective sampling, specific taxonomic expertise is not required, and in addition, it is possible to identify organisms at any developmental stage and or at low abundances. So those organisms that are not, that it is not possible to distinguish visually in the environment. However, of course, there are still challenges in these methods as well. They do require specialized laboratories. They are reliant on genetic reference databases that are currently still lacking, especially in the tropical regions. In addition, detections are indirect, so they do require careful consideration. In the following, I will explain the monitoring plan, protocols, and how they aim to address these challenges. So we will be sampling 3 different substrate types in the environment with the aim to catch all different types of organisms and organic materials that have been left behind by organisms. We will be collecting water, which is filtered through 0.45 micron cellulose nitrate filters to collect extracellular DNA as well as cellular material that is shed by organisms. We will also be collecting plankton samples, which is basically filtered samples of large amounts of water to collect small organisms. And finally, we will be collecting settlement plates with the aim to catch biofouling organisms. And as biofouling organisms are one of our main targets because these are the organisms that are most likely moving with international ships and bringing new species into the area, we will be focusing a lot on the settlement plates. Our sampling will be done at the Suva port in Fiji, and our sampling sites will be chosen to aim to catch biofouling from specifically international vessels, cruise vessels, tankers, bulk carriers from Asian and Australian ports, as well as floating dock materials and material from hull cleaning activities. In this map, you can see the preliminary sampling sites at Suva port. We will have 3 approaches for detections from the environmental DNA. The first approach will be through metabarcoding. In this way, you can get an overview of species presence. So shortly, we are sequencing a specific genetic region from all the DNA in the environmental sample, and we can get a list of organisms in this DNA. Through this method, it is possible to detect new and unexpected organisms. However, it does take some time from sample collection, sample processing, and sequencing to receive the information. So therefore, we have also decided to have a second approach, which is the quantitative PCR approach. In this method, you have a target species that is analyzed from the DNA of the sample, and this can be very rapid and very specific. So you can get the information on the most high-risk species quickly and efficiently. Finally, we will also be collecting specimens to be able to enhance genetic reference databases with local species information. Our sampling is divided into 2 different phases. In the first phase, so the first year, it is the trial phase, we will be conducting a port baseline survey. During this year, we will be aiming to collect information on the current biodiversity at site, as well as trialing our methods and developing a routine for the monitoring. Therefore, the priority this year will be in metabarcoding and specimen collection, as well as developing the quantitative PCR approach and understanding the current state of invasive alien species. Then we will move on to the second year, which will be the operational phase, where we will be conducting routine monitoring. This means that we will be doing regular sampling at a monthly basis to monitor for incursions of the marine invasive alien species that are of most high risk to the environment. Therefore, the priority will be in rapid detections using quantitative PCR. That was a very short introduction into our monitoring plan. If you have any further questions, just don't hesitate to contact me or our team at USP. Thank you very much.